Well, a bit of a debate going on as to whether the French authorities are prepared well enough for Hurricane Irma and its immediate aftermath. To the extent that news is getting through here, obviously communications are down, but people asking questions about Florida, for example, why the French government wasn't able to carry out a similar evacuation. Also, questions being asked about the breakdown in law and order, which followed the hurricane's lethal path over this island that was characterised by widespread looting. Now, the French government's response to all of this is that evacuating a remote Caribbean island is not the same as evacuating a highly developed American state. And that in terms of that looting, obviously they're not saying they're not justifying it, but they're saying in the immediate aftermath of a hurricane, the priority goes to caring for and identifying those in need rather than enforcing criminal law. On the looting front, when you speak to people here, they are prepared to forgive people in desperate need, stealing food and water. What they're not happy about is some of the more wide-scale theft that went on of, for example, electrical goods and in some cases vehicles. Not happy too about a sense of insecurity which has existed here, particularly at night, and people have been forming kind of neighbourhood watch committees to stop gangs breaking into their houses. Now, obviously, now that Hurricane Jose has passed, the hope is that the vastly increased number of French personnel that have been sent in will be able to ensure security and will be able to alleviate the source of many people's frustration, namely getting proper supplies of food and water out, restoring electricity, restoring communications and restoring the water supply. Finally, I think it has to be said, and most people here agree with that, that within the extent of their mandate in terms of preparing for evacuations on the island in the run-up to the hurricane, the authorities did do a pretty good job in terms of getting people to safe places and evacuating dangerous districts. If you look at the scale of the destruction on the island, we can see, for example, the marina here where there are upturned boats, upturned cars everywhere. And the state of the destruction to the housing stock is frankly astonishing that more people didn't die.